Hello and welcome back to my channel. This is Early Career Academic. On this channel, I explore how I use the Passion Planner to set personal and professional goals. In this video, I'm going to be planning out some of the back pages in the back of the Passion Planner. Specifically, I'm going to be setting up a Gantt chart for the fall semester. A little bit late, but better late than never, as they say. Before I get started, I am a Passion Planner ambassador. That means there's an affiliate link and a discount code in the description of this video. Passion Planner did just launch brand new academic year planner, or not academic year, but calendar year planners. So if you haven't had a chance to take a look at their new covers, they are gorgeous. Before we get started, I just wanted to point out that this is a medium-sized Passion Planner with the marble stiff cover. It is undated. All right, let's get into it. I'm feeling a little scattered today, but it is what it is. So we're going to flip to the back pages. I have organized, you can see this, my back pages into 3 categories. The first is like a goals category. The second's work and work, and then personal back here. So I'm turning to the work page. By the way, I'm sorry that my last plan with me was a little blurry. I'm really hoping, yes, that this time it is not blurry. But if it is, I will reshoot it. I'll try. I'll at least do a flip through if it ends up being blurry. So let me just talk real briefly about how I set this up. I went ahead online and I printed out some calendars. I got the sizing messed up this time, so I had to like cut it down and cut the month out and then like paste it over it because I just didn't think about that. But I get these calendars because this is how I prefer to set up the Gantt chart. And if you don't know what I'm talking about, you should Google Gantt charts. Like, they are pretty amazing work tools. If you are someone like me who has different buckets of work, either different projects you're working on and or different responsibilities in your org, Gantt charts are amazing for this because they allow you to map onto time, in this case, like a calendar view, how the workflows interact with each other. So I'll show you what I mean in this context, but typically Gantt charts are set up differently. I don't have my other planner out, or I would show you. Let me see actually if I have it in this one. I'm looking real quick to see if this is more standard for a Gantt chart where you have the projects listed out this way. The dates are at the top. And then you like say, I'm working on this project on these dates, and I'm working on this project, and here's a due date for this project. And you can see like within the span of time how the projects overlap. This is a more standard way to set up a Gantt chart. So I've clearly done it that way too. But this actually works better for the type of, since this is not about writing projects, although there is a writing project component, this is more about workflows for different roles that I have in my institution. This just works better for that. So I'm going to show you how I set it up. So I am going to go ahead and pick a couple of colors of my mild liners, just colors I know that work well for this. So these are the 3 colors that I'm going to be using. And I'm going to make a little key and keep track. So I don't trust my brain. So this is for admin. Mild liner, the cap came off. And then this will be for the book project. And the blue will be for teaching. So we've got admin. And we've got the book. And we've got teaching. Okay, so now I'm looking at, I made a little like cheat sheet for myself of like major dates of stuff related to 2 of these categories. And then I'm going to flip to my feedback schedule to fill out the teaching part. There's a few things for the admin. Now we're already like more than halfway through September. So some of this is back planning a little bit, but it is what it is. So this is the current week that we're in here, and these 2 days were teaching observation days. So I'm just marking that out here. And then we had a mentoring meeting, but I actually think that was in August because we started the semester so soon. So then coming up, we have a mentoring meeting on the 27th. And since I have October here, I'm going to go ahead and write down the October dates for admin too. So October 4th is the term faculty meeting. And then October 11th, is that true? Yes, is the week 7 mentoring meeting. And in this week, these days, we score exams again. So that's it for October. So I'm going to go ahead and jot some stuff, like write some stuff in here so I know what I'm looking at. So this is course observations. And then this is the week 5 mentoring meeting. This is the term faculty meeting. Week 11 is the week 7 mentoring meeting. And then this is scoring exemption exams. Okay. And these are sort of main, like, known entities. Yeah. I should say up here, this is book / academic writing tasks in general sense. So not just the book, but anything related to academic writing. That's important because I actually do have a couple more things I need to jot on there. And then, let's see, as I said, this is in this week here. So I'm actually doing I'm doing an exemption or portfolio review. And I think tomorrow I'll also do a online course observation. So this is online, so I don't have to go anywhere for that. I just have to like peek into their Blackboard. So there's some other things I know coming up. Okay, so currently that's all for these months in admin, but I know there's other stuff. I just need to plot it on here and I don't have it written down on this little cheat sheet that I made. While I was just thinking about book related stuff and academic writing related stuff, and I actually am presenting in a symposium on the 28th. And then there was another thing. Oh, this is a CFP that's due, an abstract that's due. And then this is the OWI symposium. Okay. Book related stuff. So let's see here. In October is where there's a lot of activity. On the 11th, I have them submitting chapters to me. These are like where they unblind the chapters and they send them to me. And then I'm going to go ahead and pop this on here. Well, I have November. November 1st, yes, is when I resubmit the manuscript. And then I'm going to go ahead and jot November 8th is the next mentoring meeting. And then there was another, no, yeah. And then mid-December, so we're going to go ahead and say this week sometime. We're going to do resubmitting the manuscript again. I'm going to give myself until this time. Yeah, I think that's good. And then I said the 11th was when chapters are due to me. We'll see, because this timeline could change based on like how much tracking down of people I have to do, but that's essentially how those tasks overlap there. Now, there are, as I said, some more things I'm going to put on here, but the main other bucket, if you will, is my teaching. So I did create this feedback schedule. I posted a video about it. If you're interested, I'm just double checking like this, trying to make sure this is not like blurry. It does look a little blurry to me. Stop moving, camera. This camera is suspended, so I'm going to take a look at the major things that I need to put for teaching. Not every single assignment, but the major lifts, if you will, of teaching and when they occur. The only problem is I did not do what I said in that video and write down the dates and how they correspond to the week numbers, but we will figure it out. We will. So buckle up. Okay, so one of the major lifts that I have is looking at these spreadsheets. So that's in week 6. Which is in... Okay, so it's this week here. So I'm looking at those spreadsheets in week 6. It's going to be these days. And then I've got outlines in week 7, first drafts in week 8. Let me just make sure that's right. Fall break is in week 8. If this is, then this is week 7. Oh, that's wrong. So spreadsheets are the week before that. I should number the weeks is what I should do. Let's go ahead and do that. I wonder why that 5, 6, 7, 8. Oh, yeah, that actually works out. I'm just not doing it correctly. Okay, so I'm going to go ahead and number the weeks really quick so that I don't lose my place. So this is 5, 4, 2, 7, 8, 9, 10. Yep, this works out. Okay, just making sure it all evens out. And then last week of classes here. Okay. That's what I should have done. I should have written the week numbers out ahead of time. So, looking at spreadsheets in week 6 of this one here. Don't worry, I will cover up my mistake. What I should be using is my erasable pen, but I misplaced it, so we're using this pen. And then first drafts I owe them feedback on that in this week, which is the week of fall break. All right, I corrected it. Okay, so then they just do peer review, and then starting week 11 and 12, I'm doing literature reviews. So that's in November. And we'll see if I need 2 whole weeks. Sometimes I do and sometimes I don't. Okay, and then I'm just looking real quick. In week 13, let me just double check when those are due. The end of week 12. End of week 12. So, yeah. I want to do these 2 days. Yeah. And then their finals are due in the last week of classes. So I normally take some time. It depends on when they turn them in, but the first 2 days of the exam period to look at finals. Because I've tackled, like, some of them I've already looked at based on if they turn them in early. So it normally doesn't take like as much time as it might have if they didn't turn them in early. Okay, so backing up a little bit, I'm just looking real quick. We're kind of here in this feedback schedule. And there's other stuff, but those are the main things. It's just nice to know when I have like heavy lifts for teaching and how that maps onto the other like work things that I'm doing. And then it occurred to me as I was doing this that I should probably mark off when I'm going out of town as like a visual reminder of, this is such a pretty green color. I should use this color more often. So pretty. So this is fall break. It's just helpful to kind of get that visual. And then we are going out of town. I want to say it's this weekend, but I don't remember exactly. I have to look at my calendar, so I'm gonna double check that later. And then this is my son's baptism. And I'm just marking that off because it's a big lift for me personally. So it's just good to know, again, like where there's overlap in terms of life. I think besides that trip in November, that's it in terms of like, I think Thanksgiving is this. Wait, did I write that down? When is Thanksgiving break? The week 14. Oh, okay. So yeah, this is Thanksgiving break right here. So again, that's interesting. And then this is the final day of classes. Okay. Yeah. So that is a Gantt chart, y'all. That's pretty much it. I mean, I could add a little decor. I might still do that, but I just really kind of wanted to get these workflows mapped out so I could see where any overlaps occurred and how I can squeeze some additional work projects in around what I've got going on this fall. Typically these look a little bit more busy, but this is plenty to be getting along with, let me tell you. So let me know in the comments if you use a Gantt chart. If so, do you use it like this with the calendar view, or do you use more like the chart I was showing you at the beginning of the video? And if so, or do you do this digitally? If so, do you find them really helpful? What do you use them for? I would just love to know. Are you a Gantt chart enthusiast? Are you a Gantt chart devotee? Thanks so much for watching this video. Thanks so much for being here, and stay tuned because I've got some really interesting updates to throw your way in the next plan with me. So I hope you're having a good week, and please give this video a thumbs up and subscribe if you're not already. Again, let me know if you use Gantt charts. I will see you soon.